Hey guys, it's Jeremy from Jeremy's Epic Reads, and today we're gonna film a book haul. I know I haven't done one of these in like 7 months, but yeah, it's kind of happened that way. Hopefully I can get a few more book hauls put up in the next couple of months. My birthday is gonna be in October, so hopefully I'll be able to do another book haul in October, so that's gonna be really fun. But yeah, we're going to be doing this because it sounds really, really fun. Before I show you the books, I have a couple of things I'm going to show you. The first thing is I got this the other day, which is a composition notebook, and it's basically this. There's nothing written in it yet. Well, actually, wait, no. There's this. There's quotes, written words. This is going to be my official book quote notebook, which all of my favorite quotes from the books as I read will be put in here, and then probably around November, December, I will probably do a video where I read you some of my all-time favorite quotes that are in here, and you guys can tell me if you like those quotes and what your favorite quotes are. So that'll probably be a November, December kind of video. If not sooner, it'll just depend. I only have like 5 or 6 in here, so it's gonna be a while, but I just thought I'd share that little piece with you and see what you guys think of that. And next thing I want to say, before I start getting into the books, because there's a lot, 2 giant stacks worthy of books, is I want to thank Hannah from Bookworms Talk. I mentioned her in my new introduction video. If it wasn't for her, I would not have gotten any of these books at all, except for the last one. Just because she really holds a lot of these books in very high regard, and I'm really, really excited for her channel because she's amazing. I will leave her channel link in the down bar if you want to check her out. She's phenomenal. I love her videos. So yeah, she's major thumbs up, guys. She's really, really awesome. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, I have 10 books to show you guys, and a lot of them are like a completed series, so bear with me on them. The first one I have for you, move you back just a little bit. Just a little bit. And the first book of this series is In Flight by R.K. Lilley. And this is the first book in the Up in the Air series. And I have no clue what this is about, to be honest. All I know is this is about a girl named Bianca who meets a guy named James Cavendish on a flight one time, I'm guessing, and they're just kind of really attracted to one another, but she's like, yeah, no, I don't think so, and he's like, yes, and she's like, no. So there's a romance intertwined with these 2 characters, and these are about 2 extremely broken and shattered people, and they kind of help to mend each other away from this darkness that resides within themselves, and they kind of help to heal and to discover life is a beautiful thing and not something always so scary. So it sounds like an awesome series, and I'm really excited to get into it. I did start it a couple days ago, and I got about 90 pages in, but pretty good start. But there's a couple of other books that I have in this haul that I wanted to read first, but are a nice start, and I'm really excited to continue it. And then I got the next 2 books in the trilogy, Mile High and Grounded, and I'm really excited to read these books. They look really good. I'm just a huge sucker for romance, so I'm really excited to read these books. This next series is a complete series, just like the Up in the Air series, which this is another one that Hannah loves a lot, and she has a shelf on her Goodreads called Fucking Fantastic that she really, really recommends any book that's on there, so I'm really excited for this one. And that is Gabriels Inferno by Sylvain Reynard, and this is the first of the trilogy, and I did start reading this, not since I got it, of course, but I read this out of a library copy, and I got about 200 pages in before I had to return my book, or return their book, I should say. And I'm really excited to read the rest of this book, because this book, for like about 2 weeks worth, because the text is really small, and it takes some time to read, but for about 2 weeks, I lived in this book. I did nothing but read those 200 pages, and it was the most it was just one of the most enjoyable books I've ever read. I mean, even though I'm only like 229 in the book, it was one of the most enjoyable couple of weeks in my life of reading a book. It was just so enjoyable. The characters were so beautiful. The story, the writing, I'm just so enamored into this book, and I'm so excited to read this and continue the story, and I just can't wait. This is about Julia and Gabriel, and she wants to become a Dante specialist, so she is taking some classes at the University of Toronto in Canada. I always have to say Canada because some people might get offended if I don't, so I had to kind of heads up there. But she wants to become a specialist in Dante already, and he's a really extremely famous author, and she goes and she takes a seminar class with Professor Gabriel Emerson, and she knows him from her past, but he doesn't remember her. That's probably one of the biggest things is he just doesn't remember, and this is a story of trying to get him to remember, and to remember the life the very short life that they did share together. And I think this is going to be a beautiful love story. This is a very love story kind of book, and I'm really excited to read it. And I can't even fathom how excited I am for this book with you guys. I'm just so freaking pumped for it. That is the cover and the spine, as well as the back. And this is a really thick book. It's over 500 pages, so it's going to take some time to read the rest of it. But I'm extremely excited to see where this book is going to go. I'm very, very, very excited. And then with the other ones, I did get the next two in the series. Gabriel's Rapture is the second book, and Gabriel's Redemption is the third book, and it's a trilogy. All three books are a trilogy, so awesome. And let me just look at look how thin this one is. This is a shrimp novel. This is like 300 pages, I think. But I'm really excited to read all three of these books in the series. I think this is going to end up being amazing. And this is probably my favorite cover because I love the green, and I love his back, and I love him even staring at something, and it's just, I'm just so excited for this series, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of Gabriels Inferno without giving any spoilers away, because I'm so excited to read that one. Oh my gosh, I can't even. And this next series is a very adult series. This series, as well as the Up in the Air series, is very much adult. So if you are not at least 18 years old, you should not be reading it. I'm not saying you can't. Just let your parents know what you're reading before you go out and read these. I don't want to get anybody in trouble here. But the first book is Bared to You by Sylvia Day, and this is part of the Crossfire series, and that is the cover of it. And kind of like with In Flight, I'm not too sure what this is about, but this is about a girl named Eva. I don't know why, but ever since I found out that this girl's name was Eva, I keep thinking of WALL-E, the movie WALL-E, because you know WALL-E says Eva, Eva. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but every time I hear her name, that's what I think of. I think of the movie WALL-E. I don't know why. But this is the story of Eva, and she goes out to kind of like exercise one night, and she bumps into a man named Gideon, and I guess I think she apologizes, and she goes off on her merry way. But soon as she realizes that guy is actually her boss, is the head honcho guy basically of the Cross Industries, which is the advertising company that Eva works for, and that she just the night before just bumped into Gideon Cross, the head boss guy. And so a very romantic and sexually challenged relationship that these two characters are a part of, and it sounds awesome. This book is majorly popular right now, and has been for the last 2 years. So, and this series has been very commonly compared to the 50 Shades books. I didn't really like those books, but they just weren't my cup of tea, and I'll explain in a future video why. And I have a review of 50 Shades of Grey. If you want to watch it, I have that on my channel. but I'm really excited to read this. The covers are pretty, and it just sounds like a really amazing series. This is another really one where you have our two characters that are extremely broken by their past. Something very horrid has happened to both of our characters that have made them so closed and so set apart from most people. They don't really open up about one another. They don't really share anything about each other. And I just am so drawn to this because everybody in life has a dark past. No matter some people's pasts are darker than others, and others aren't that bad. But I'm extremely excited to read this book, as well as this series. I think this is going to be a fantastic series. This is a 5-book series, and I only have the first 3 because the 4th and 5th books are not out yet. If they were out, I would have gotten all 5 books, but, you know. But I'm really excited to read this. This is definitely going to be the first book I read out of this bunch of books, because I'm just so excited, and I've been wanting to read this for a really long time now. And I did get the first 3, so I got the next 2. The second book is Reflected in You, and that is a awesome cover, and this is a tag for Gideon Cross on it. Oh, and I'm sorry, and this is the spine of the first book. That's the second one I just showed you. And the third book, and currently the most recent novel out, is Entwined with You by Sylvia Day. That's the side. So, yeah. And the last book in my haul, I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this book. I've been waiting for 2 years for this freaking book to finally come out. I didn't start the series and had read all the books up until this point, but I've still been a very impatient reader, highly anticipating this novel to finally come out, and we can finally read the story and everything. And one of my subscribers on my new introduction video said, it's this book, isn't it? My friend, you are correct. And the book, this is my most highly anticipated book of 2014, and I have it in its beautiful glory. And that book, you want to know what that book is? That book is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This is the 6th and final installment in the Mortal Instruments series, the only YA book out of this bunch I have, but I am so freaking excited to read this book. This book is so beautiful, and I can't even fathom to you how excited I am, how nervous, scared, waving of the hands, and screaming at the book am I in this state of wanting to know what's going to happen in this book. This is the last in the series, and coming from this is my favorite YA series that's out there. Actually, it's more like my favorite series to date as of right now. It's so freaking good. I love the characters, I love the storyline, and I just love this world so much. Cassandra Clare has been my favorite author since I read City of Bones, the first in the series, and then I fell in love with her Infernal Devices series, and I'm sure to love this book like I loved all of her other ones. Let's just look at how pretty this cover is. It's a lot more prettier in person, but I just love it. It's just so beautiful, and the colors and everything, the light catches everything so prettily. Not really a word, but we're gonna pretend it's a word in this video. And that is the spine. City of Heavenly Fire. The back is super freaking pretty as well, with the fire and everything. And this is the other 5 books in the series, City of Bones through City of Lost Souls, and this is her other series, The Infernal Devices. And if you can see right over here on my shelf, you guys see all of her other books I have. And look how frigging thick this book is. This book, hold on, let me see if I can check the page numbers without spoiling myself. 725 pages. holy freaking shit, this is a big ass read, and I'm really excited to read it. But a lot of people have told me to take the dust jacket off, and yes, I've already seen this part, but I'm going to show it for you guys. But if you take the dust jacket off the book, first off, we have a beautiful silver book, very pretty in basic blackness, very cool. Cassandra Clare said that when you take the dust jacket off, there's going to be a special bonus surprise inside on the jacket, just like with Clockwork Princess where there was the timeline. This one is even more cool if you ask me, and we have this awesome freaking poster. We have over here, we have Alec and Isabel. In the middle we have Jace. That woman right here is Maya or Maya, not too sure, and on the end we have Simon. It is just so freaking epic. Look at that. That is so cool. Like, that's awesome. And I'm super excited to read this book. Like, it's huge, it's massive, it's going to take me probably a good, 2 months to read because of my job. But you know what? I'm excited. I'm excited to find out what's going to happen. And yeah, it's super pretty, and the dust jacket just goes right back on the book. But yeah, do not spoil me on this book. I will hate you forever if you do. I'm not gonna lie. I freaking hate you if you spoil me on this book. No spoilers, please. Wait till I put my review up. After that, you can put your spoilers if you want, because it won't matter to me anymore. But that is my haul, and I'm excited for all of these books. City of Heavenly Fire is definitely #1 on my list, and Bear to You is #2, Gabriels Inferno is #3, and In Flight is #4. Sorry, In Flight. Just not really crazily excited for you yet, but I'm excited to read all of these books. Let me know what you guys thought of the haul. Let me know what you thought of these books if you have read them. No spoilers to any of them, especially City of Heavenly Fire. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will hopefully be a book review. And until then, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.